Yo, Wagwan is that guy.
This is not Nation. Shut up. What we're talking about today is the likelihoods of this dude from Chicago, moved to Miami. We're talking about Smokepurpp, Lil Pump's sidekick, Dreadrin. Crazy how everyone's rocking dreads in the millennial rap generation these days. But make sure you guys definitely stay tuned, stay subscribed. This is Not Nation's content.
I picked up bands in the west, then take the bands to the south. Look at my watch, that's a 50. Went in New York for like 50. I think it be wanna kiss me. I let her tell me no kissing. Whipping Jeff Hard in the kitchen.
This video comes about upon being requested after requested numerous times by you guys. Oddly enough, he's Lil Pump's best friend at the moment. Smokepurpp coming in hot on this review today. I was watching his video here on Before They Were Famous just to kind of get a little bit of info on him. And shout out Michael McCruden, doing a big. Smokepurpp here, what we know so far is he's from Chicago, moved to Miami, and with his descent here being of Latin and biracial, black and white, so definitely a super breed in effect here. And if you guys haven't heard of the super breeds are actually a thing these days, because there's so many mixed breed children breeding with each other that our DNA genetics are becoming stronger as mixed breed children. It's odd, but a true fact. So maybe we're taking over the world. I actually heard that by a certain years from now, 50, 70 years from now, like most of the human race will be of mixed breed. It makes sense, right? Getting back into this review. This is him when he was probably around 14 with no hair, just a hat on, probably shaved head underneath. I thought it was a great place to start the Dread review because once his hair started to grow in, as we see here, it was an afro with a side taper. So it was almost like a high top afro, but more afro because it's actually growing in the sides. But as his hair got longer, he continued to taper the sides, showing that the afro was just coming out in straight bush fashion. But at a certain point, his hair started to become nappy and kind of locked up. As we can see here with his homie Lil Pump, his hair is starting to kind of form together as nice freeforms. His hair would be great for freeforming it, as we know. It's a shame that he's kind of made a mess of them as what they are right now. And we will kind of get to that point. The next picture that I saw here is of his afro again, with the side taper still in effect here, the side fade. It's a clean look. Some people might even call it thought boy hair at this point. But as his hair starts to get longer, his dreads start to change up quite a little bit. We can kind of see here where his hair came from, the nappiest fro to kind of like a twist off, high top twist that kind of occurred here, because they're super thin compared to how thick his hair was over here. A more recent photo, at this point his locks kind of looked like ex-tenacion at this point, except he had the bleach on the back side of his hair. At this stage here, his locks don't really look as twisted, but as they do crocheted. So I'm still trying to figure out what his technique really was. His coloring here is actually like a dark blue opposed to a black. Actually looks pretty cool. I like that look of the dark blue dye that he's got going on in his hair. And here you can see when it was more so black slash brownish types. Almost look a bit more freeformed at this point. Like his hair is pulling off a bunch of crazy shit in all these different pictures. But pictures like this, when his hair pops up, it looks like his hair has been blunted and trimmed and dyed purple, sides still shaved. 'Twas why I was confused as to why his hair is changing manipulated states so quick, so fast. Coming from hair like this, almost hair like The Weeknd. He actually kind of looks like The Weeknd in this picture. And then when we see him with his hair like this, it's longer down by his nose. Blunted tips, real blunted tips on some of these dreads here. He's also wearing these metal beads in his hair, the clasps. Pigtails happening in the back, frizzy hair happening by the roots, and the side taper still happening, hanging out with Lil Uzi over there. More so, he wears his hair to the front. A lot of these rappers these days wear their hair down to the fronts. It does take some getting used to wear your hair down into the front like this. I've never been one to have the patience to do it. A lot of people seem to be doing it. This is that beginning photo when his hair was like really twisted skinny. And here with the clasps again. His hair actually does look very similar to X's hair in many of these pictures. And that is where we see where they came from. In Buddy's video here, in his video here, he shows some pictures of Smokepurpp before he had the dreads. So this is again where he was coming from. Regular hair, afro, as a ute, mixed breed ute. You can see his hair. Again, the picture with the hat on. This is the photo with X's hairstyle, just with the bleach at the back and not on the half. With this length as well, his hair is definitely under 3 years of growth. This is about the 2-year mark. You can tell, just I've been there twice before. I'm like at 2 years, my hair is usually about this long. And some pictures here with his hair down on his face once again. And him with Lil Pump. So his dreads are actually a lot younger than Lil Pump's dreads. And his hair was pretty long before he started the dreads. So he must have began freeforming his fro and then started manipulating his dreads into what they are today. Because we see Lil Pump's hair that came from the rubber bands, and they were all black before with pink beads, and now he went ahead and bleached his whole head and dyed some of his hair pink. And if you guys haven't seen the Lil Pump video, I'll leave a link in the description. You guys can see the dreadlocks, of course, of Lil Pump, his homie, where you can see here that it came back to the black dreads when he was first starting. And honestly, Smokepurpp's dreads over here, he should have kept them growing in the fro. The freeform fro locks like Denzel Curry, if anything, man. His hair is great for it. And what's with these youths these days guaning with the suicide pictures? Definitely an interesting character with his hair now in locks, as you can see. So definitely gonna stay tuned on Smokepurpp's dreads and see where they come about. I have a feeling he's just gonna keep on dyeing them different colors over and over, just like his buddy Lil Pump. And do note that it is hazardous to your health of your hair when you are dyeing it so much. Just keep that in mind. And everyone else, have a safe, happy, and stay safe dreading journey. Stay happy and stay nappy, and definitely check out the vlog channels, Instagram, Twitch. I'll see you guys everywhere, even Twitter, man. We got it all guaning. Peace out, one love, salutes, and peace. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video on Smokepurpp. Peace.
Dreadlock.